Hey guys, as you can see, these lips are needing a very serious touch up because I've been eating things today and what I put on earlier is completely wiped off for the most part. So I'm going to start off by just getting a cotton round with some, what's this called? Micellar water. And cleaning off my lips completely. Just so I have a nice clean lip to work with. All right, I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite go-to lip combos. I'm going to start off with my Moira lip liner, and this is in the shade Rose Beige. And I like to kind of overline the lips just a little bit. So as you can see, that's how that shade looks. And what I like to do is, I guess you could call it kind of contouring my lips a little bit. So I almost make like a heart on my lips, on the top lip. So I kind of come down like this, and then the same on this side. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom. Okay, so that's how that's looking so far. All right, then I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner, and this one is in the shade Pinky Swear, and I'm just gonna shade in kind of the outsides of my lips. So how I drew those lines down the center of the lips, it's gonna be kind of like on the outside of those lines. And it doesn't need to be perfect. It's just to kind of like make the outsides of my lips a little bit more pink. All right, and then just kind of like dab my lips together. And that's how they look so far. All right, and then what I do is I take my NYX Pro Fix Stick, and it's in the shade Pink, obviously. And I'm going to dab just a little bit in that center section of my lips with this. On the top and bottom. And that's just to brighten up the center section of my lips. I'm going to take a beauty blender just to help blend that in a little bit. So that's how we're looking so far. Nice and bright center lip. And from here, I usually use one of two glosses. I either use the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Ice, or depending on my mood, I'll also use the Made by Mitchell. And this is a very nice bright pink, and it's in the shade Milkshake. I'm going to use this one for right now. So I'll just put this on. So if you use the Made by Mitchell Milkshake, it's obviously going to give you a much more nude lip. If you want a little more subtle nude, you can also just use the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Ice. But that is the lip combo for the day.